All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. So you can set your weights down. Let's go ahead and warm our bodies up. So let's go ahead and do our shoulders. It is nice to see the faces. It's been so long since I've seen everyone's face. It's up to you. Actually, don't feel pressured. You have to feel comfortable. I have someone coming in. Go ahead and keep those shoulders going. And let me go ahead. I have to spotlight me. And change direction.
It's like a big social experiment, isn't it? And
We're in the middle of it.
It's true.
Unfortunately, we're not going to know the results for like years, right? All right, let's do a full arm. I'm just going to choose one arm and let your body follow it as you go around. That way you get your spine engaged. It begins to warm up.
Creak, creak, creak.
You think about our children growing up with this, right? They're not used to it. I mean, this is common, which is kind of sad. And change direction. Sharp. This side's not creaky, but when I do my other side, it will.
It's like at supermarkets and stuff, you don't have to wear it anymore.
Yeah,
So,
I'd still do it.
so that's why I'm definitely wearing it when I go out.
Go ahead and rest that arm. Let's do the other side.
I was just reading in the paper yesterday, though, kids under 5 are surging with the Omicron here in New Mexico. So like,
And stop and change direction. So I have a friend, she teaches yoga at the Corrales Senior Center, and they've canceled classes for 2 months because of the higher numbers. So we're being released and we're being allowed to lessen our restrictions, and they got closed.
some gal told me, well, because it's election time, so we should get reelected.
Hands on your knees. Let's do our necks. Let's look over one shoulder and then the other side. Well, that's not good news. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Take your eyes and extend those. Oh, I got someone coming in. Extend your vision just a bit.
Get the creaks and the crumbs.
I know. When I was working and I was so stressed, I'd have to turn my whole body. But now that we semi-retired and left, I can actually.
And you are 60 now.
I am 60. Woo, I know. Let's stop. Let's go ahead. Hang on to one side. Let's lift that other side up and lean over. Sparky was reminding me of my age.
Was your birthday? It wasn't on Thursday, was it?
No, let's go back. It was in January. We'll go ahead and hang on to the other side. Arm comes up and lean over.
Yesterday was Julie's birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And come back down. Let's do this side again. And I'll take that same leg and extend it out as far as you're able to. And then push with that hand out towards the opposite wall. Push with your foot in the opposite direction. And pull it back in.
Julie's 65 now.
And pull that arm up
I
and
went
lean
to her
over.
birthday party last year. And she was 64.
And take that leg out. Push that hand out. I actually was wondering.
Yeah. It was her Medicare birthday.
And come back in.
That's a big deal.
It
You
was.
don't have to pay.
Hands on your knees. Let's do our modified cat-cow. So I'm going to pull my body forward, arching my back and looking up and pushing back. Yeah. It's funny how we have these little momentum times in our life. Medicare.
You still gotta pay. Don't pay for everything.
I hear you breathing. Good job. You want to keep breathing through these exercises. If you want to warm your body up, close your mouth and breathe through your nose. That'll help warm the body up. And bring your body straight up. Nice. Lift it up as high as you can. Visualize that this rib cage, and I like to actually touch mine to remind my body. Lift it up nice and high. Take that rib cage and make a circle with it. So it looks like I'm moving my shoulders, right? And the shoulders are moving, but I want the energy to initiate from the ribs. That way your spine is going to get warmed up. You'll feel the loosening up in the hip area also. And change direction. One more circle and end up back, sitting nice and tall, spine nice and straight, feet flat on the ground, hands on your knees. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then drop them down. This is a nice position for your body to be in. This is how we should be sitting. If it doesn't feel comfortable, we got used to like kind of leaning forward or slouching. Body should be upright, shoulders should be relaxed, feet flat on the ground. Nice. All right, let's warm up our hips and our knees. I'm going to sit so I can swing my legs. You might hear some popping in the knees as you open up those joints. I heard one. And we'll do some circles. And change direction. I can feel it trying to get out. Right, you feel it building up. And let's do the ankles. We'll do some circles with the ankles. And change direction. And let's point and flex. And point and flex. All right, and set those feet down. Good job. Let's open those arms up. We're going to get our bodies warmed up. We'll do our circles here. Just warming up the arms, warming up the shoulders. Now visualize you've got some kettlebells. Go ahead and grab those kettlebells and let's move into medium-sized circles. And you can visualize you've got some 10-pounders in your hands because now you're so strong. I'm going to move up to big circles. And stop at the top, change direction. Let go of those kettlebells. Let that energy go out through the middle finger. Feel that energy going out. And you feel that it's the stretch across the chest. And move into small circles. And rest those arms. Nice, good job. All right. My hands are in front of me. I'm going to lift them straight up over my head. How close can you get them? Kind of look to see, and you can help each other. Some of you, one arm might be a little further than the other, or you might have to bend them. See how straight you can get them? Reaching straight up. And then we're going to go all the way down, touch our toes. Bring those arms almost as if you're going to arc like a rainbow all the way up, back towards the ceiling. Push up and back down towards the floor. Push with your feet to lift your body up. Push with your feet, lifting up towards the ceiling. Arms are up, and we're going to drop them down into airplane arms. Bring them up into cactus arms or gold poles. I'm going to pull back. And release. Nice. Nice stretch. Nice warm up through the shoulders here. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll do our push-ups towards the ceiling. And let's push up for 10. As we do, we're going to lift one knee, alternate to the other leg. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. Release those arms. Nice. I'm going to get closer to the edge of the chair because now I'm going to move my leg, and it just helps me with my mobility if I'm at the edge of my chair. And I'm going to push across my body. As I do, I'm going to push that leg out. And then I'm going to visualize that I've got a rope, and I'm going to pull, touch my knee to my elbow before I go back out. So I'm actually not stopping in the middle. All right. So we're going to do 10, and I'm going to do one side. So go ahead and find a position that's comfortable. Let's push out. And now we're going to touch elbow to knee for 10. 1, back out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is tough. 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. All right, we're going to do the other side. Are you going to be able to do this side? Okay.
I'm improving every day.
Nice. Good, good, good. All right. So we're going to reach across and visualize pulling back down, tapping the elbow to the knee. Let's push out. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8, tap, 9, sorry, tap, 10, tap it down, sorry.
We ignored you, so.
I'm glad you guys are keeping me on track here. All right, we're gonna sit back just a bit so we can lift those legs up. We're gonna lift our knees up together. As we do, our arms are gonna go up to airplane. So legs lift, arms lift. So the whole body's lifting up. Feel your core contract as you lift up. Pull everything in. Lift that pelvic floor up so that you're tightening this area. This will help you as you get older, just to make sure everything's nice and tight inside there. Let's do this for 10. 1,
Now it means something to you.
2, 3, I'm 60. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. All right. Okay, let's do our opposite side. So now we've been lifting, engaging the arms and all the muscles in our core. Now we're going to engage the mind. So as I lift my right hand up, left knee is going to lift up. It's going to drop, and then I'm going to alternate. All right, so I'm just alternating here. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Nice, good job. Not too bad, right? It's getting easier. Getting easier as we go. All right, let's go ahead and find our weights. And so if you're at home, you can use weights, water bottles, or canned food. You don't have to use weights. These exercises are just as challenging without the weights.
Are these okay for heavier weights or the lighter ones?
We're going to do biceps to start with, so you can do your 3s. So.
We should do 20 pounds.
Okay. I did wipe them, but if you want to,
Oh.
okay. Yes. We'll go ahead and do our bicep curls. I'm going to rest my palms facing out. So my hands are resting on my knees, palms are facing out. I'm going to curl up, tap those weights on my shoulders and back down. And we'll do that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take those weights, turn those palms facing each other. Same move 10 times. Keep your abs nice and tight. So you're going to tuck your tailbone, almost as if you had a tail, you're going to tuck it underneath you. That's going to pull the abs in, try to touch your belly button to your spine. Let's do this same move, but palms facing each other for 10. 1, push it down. 2, push down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put those palms back out. All right, we're going to add another movement. You may want to try to see if the weights are going to be okay. We're going to curl up. From here, we're going to open up the doors, bring those doors closed, and back down. We'll do that for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel good. 5, nice and straight. 6, 7, 8. All right. Whew, remember to breathe. Take those palms, face each other. Okay, we're going to curl up. We're going to add another move to this one. Palms go up through the shoulders, up towards the ceiling, back down to the shoulders, and back down. We'll do this for 8. 1, push up, push down. 2, push down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. All right, palms out. Take a breath. Whew, you guys have got this. Okay, last variation, we're going to add one more movement. Curl up. We're going to open those doors. From here, we're going to bring them in front of us. Curl back in before we go back down. Little tricky, but you can follow me. We're going to do this for 6. Curl up. Open the door. Let's bring those weights together in front of you. I'm going to lower back down, but first let's curl and back down. 2. Ooh, sorry.
Brain work.
3. 4. Can't think, just got to do it. 5. 6. Sorry, guys. Curl up. Back down. Oh, that was a little. All right. Okay, last one in this bicep curl. Palms facing each other. We won't do so confusing. We're going to curl up, push up towards the ceiling. This time we're just going to let them cascade down. Nice and slow. Really challenging those bicep muscles until you get to the end, and then you can just put them back into that starting position. We'll do this for 6. 1, push up, cascade down. And bring them back to the knee. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good job. Last one, 6. Really feel those biceps. As you slowly go down, bring it back to your knees. Woo, good job. Nice. Take a breath. Why don't you go ahead and set those weights down, shake those arms out, and really work to them hard, continuing with that movement. Good job, though. Engaging the shoulders, the elbows, the biceps. All right. Let's bring those weights back to your knees. My palms are facing down. I'm going to lift them straight out in front of me and back down. I'm going to do this for 10. I scooted my body back so that my feet could be flat on the ground, tucking my belly in. Let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. You guys look good. Whew. Okay, so we're not using our biceps anymore. We're using the little deltoid muscles, little muscles up here. So it's a little bit tougher. We're going to lift up for 8 this time. I'm going to add a variation. We're going to lift up, and then we're going to pull back. Push back out before we lower back down. When you pull back, try to touch those shoulder blades together so that you're engaging the back part of your body. Let's do this for 8. 1, pull back, push forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is tough, huh? 7, 8, and down. Ooh, take a breath. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure they're not lifting up. They're not feeling tight. Wiggle them around. Keep them nice and soft. If you need to look around just to loosen up the neck, go ahead and do that too. All right. Whew, okay, I'm going to add one more variation. I'm going to lift up, pull back. From here, we're just going to do just a quick little lift. That's it. And push back out and down. But that little lift is just adding enough tension in the shoulders just to loosen it up just a bit. It's a nice little move for the shoulder there. All right, let's lift up for 6. 1, pull back, arms up, back down, push. 2, lift up. 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. And down. Woo, shake those arms out. All right, just getting those shoulders nice and loose, getting fluid inside there, adding some mobility. Okay, let's go ahead and let those arms rest here. I'm going to do our airplane lifts up, just straight out, parallel with the ground. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Working on those deltoids. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Good job. Always check after your exercise, making sure that you're not getting tense, not feeling the muscles tighten up. That's at our legs. So my arms are going to rest here. I'm going to lift up in airplane arms. As I do, one leg lifts up, and as I lower, I'm going to alternate to the other side. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and take a breath. So you need to shake those arms out. And shake those arms out. Last move, you probably see this one coming. Arms are going to lift up, same time both feet are going to lift up together. So both legs and arms lift up. That was 1. Let's do 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and take a breath. Good job. I'm going to sit at the edge of my chair so that I can lean forward. I'm going to drop my weights down. And so I've got a little bit of a gap. So let me turn sideways so my friends on Zoom can see. And I've got a little bit of a gap here. My arms can go underneath my legs here. From here, I'm going to lift up into my airplane arms and back down. You're going to notice it feels a little easier than before. Before we were only using our deltoids. Now our back muscles get to play along with us. And so we'll lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set those weights down. Go ahead and sit up so you can take a deep breath in. Sometimes when we're leaning forward, it restricts our breath because we should be breathing into our belly. Take a deep breath in. All right, we're going to head back down, grab those weights. This time we're going to do a rowing. So we're going to pull both elbows up, push them down. Pull both arms up, push down. We're going to do this for 10. So go ahead and lean forward, grab both those weights. Palms are facing each other. Let's pull up for 10. 1, push down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and rest those weights. Take a deep breath in. Going to do this one more time. We're going to combine the moves. Okay. So this time we're going to pull up and then we're going to open up into our airplane arms, bring it back, push down. So we're doing both moves together. All right. We're going to do this for 10. So go ahead and lean forward, grab those weights, palms facing each other, and let's pull and then open up. 1, open up. Push it back down. 2, open up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10. Push it down. Keep those weights with you. Bring your body back up. Good job. Nice work. See some of you catching your breath. Remember, push your feet into the ground. You can rest your hands on your legs. Deep breath in. Sometimes people like to put their hands on their hips. Helps to open up the chest. You can bring some more air in that way. All right, we've been working the front part of our arm. Let's work these back muscles just a bit. And so I'm going to do a sitting position here. I'm going to have one hand down. I'm just going to lift it straight back and bring it back down. Now, I looked back as I did this, but it's better to keep your head looking forward. So just the arms doing the workout and you're not turning the body. So I'll keep my head facing forward, just push back and bring it back. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, straight back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's do the other side. Just push it straight back. Keep your head facing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. All right. Let's do a rowing exercise. I'm not going to lean all the way forward like I did before. So I'm at an angle, maybe a 45-degree angle here. I'm going to pull one arm up, push it down. As it pushes down, the other arm comes up. So I've got this alternating motion here. All right. So go ahead and pull one arm back, and let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep those arms in this position, but lift that body all the way up. Same movement, only now I'm up. Do check to make sure you're not going to bang your elbow on the back of the chair. You may need to scoot up. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Keep those weights in your hands. Let's bring them up over our head. Same movement, only up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest those weights, shake those arms out. Good job. You guys look like you're going to beat me up when I leave.
Well, now you can see our faces. So you know
I looked out there, I'm like, uh-oh.
Now you can see what we're thinking.
I don't know if I like it.
It showed up though.
Yes.
we're smiling at you too.
Yeah, okay. Behind the grimace. All right, okay. So we're going to keep working these back arms, but let's start getting those legs engaged. And so I've got one weight in each hand. I'm going to sit at the edge of my chair so I can lean all the way forward as far as I can. If I can touch the ground, maybe for you, you're touching your shins or just your knees. We're going to bring those weights up over our head, tap our shoulders. Now I want you to really engage these muscles. So visualize that you're going to pound, or maybe you're going fishing and you have to like fling, right? So that energy is going to go up. We're going to come all the way back down, tap the ground. But when you move up, use your feet. I want you to push with your feet to lift up. All right, so let's start in this downward position. We'll do this for 10. 1, push up, tap those shoulders, fling that energy out. 2, what?
Just don't throw the weights.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 2 more. 9, 10. All the way back down. Nice. Okay, let's leave our body in this downward position. I'm going to have you lock your arms. And so we're going to push with our feet. And as we push with our feet, we're going to bring our body up, lift those weights up. And we're going to come back down. All right. So push with your feet to lift your body up. We're not looking at our lower back doing this exercise right now. Lock those arms. Let's lift up for 10. 1, back down. 2, push against those feet. 3, 4, 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and let those weights rest, take those arms out. Good job. That was a little hard on the back, even though I had you focus on your pushing up with your feet, but let's go ahead and lean forward just to loosen up the back just a bit. And if you need to move side to side, but let those muscles in the lower back release. You don't want any tension back there. All right, and bring your body upright. Nice. I have my weights resting on my legs. One is by my right hip, one is by my left hip. I'm going to open my legs just a bit. This is my exercise where we push across the body. Push across the body. We're going to do this for a count of 10. 1, push across, other side. 2, other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go ahead and you can set one weight down. Some of you like to use both your weights, but I'm going to set one down to make it easier. My legs are still apart. I'm going to drop that weight down between my legs. I'm going to lift it up, tap my shoulders and back down. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, arms are straight, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take it all the way down to the ground, tap the ground. Let's do 8 from the ground. 1, 2, 3, sorry. 4.
I thought we were taking a break.
5, you were. 6, 7, 8. And go ahead and set that weight down. Whew, nice. So today's motions were pretty consistent. I didn't do a lot of breaks in between, but that was to help get your cardio up today. We're not going to end with cardio. We had it integrated into our workout today. You can feel it though, huh? Yeah. All right. So our weights are down. We're going to start focusing on our legs just a bit. And so I'm going to have my legs a little bit wider. So go ahead and widen your stance just a bit. Mine are a little bit wider than my chair. You at home, you have different sized chairs. And I'm going to point my toes out. Knees are in the same direction. From this position, I want to be able to stand up and then go back down. So go ahead and find that position that works for you. You can kind of play around to see. But our focus is on our thighs and our hamstrings back here. We're going to push against the ground until our bodies lift up and come back down. So you can bring the feet in. Does that work better? Bring it in and lift it. How does that feel? There you go. So the goal is to strengthen our legs so this becomes easier. How does that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Balance.
Okay. Okay. However it feels most comfortable for you. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and push them out. I'm going to put my hands on my hips and let's push up for 10. 1, and then come back down. 2. 3. 4. This is good for the knees if you're in that right position. 6. 7. And just keep coming. 8.
Knee is hurting each time.
Is it hurting?
Yeah, I got a bad knee.
9. 10. Bring those legs in. So the goal is not to feel the pain. So I'm wondering if you need to shift your body over a little bit so that you're not, so there's not so much weight on your,
Yeah.
Make sure your knees are in alignment with your toes too. That's going to help. Okay, so now my feet are in front of me. I'm going to pull them back just a bit So if you were to see me from the side, my legs are not perpendicular. They're actually back a little ways. This is going to help me throw my balance forward so that I can get out of my chair much easier. If I was in this position, you almost have to use your arms to get up. So tuck those feet underneath, lean the body forward, and then all my weight's pretty much on the balls of my feet. We're going to push into the earth, really push down so that you're using your legs to lift up. We're going to lift up for 10. So you can put your hands on your hips again. If you want to challenge, you can put those arms out. What I don't want to see is that your arms are on the chair, because then your energy is going down. We want our energy to lift up. So let's lean forward, push up. Nice. I heard some knees popping, and back down. Let's do this for 10. 2. I know. 3. 4. I hear your knees too. 5. Gotta get some fluid inside there. 6. 7.
It's like rolling out of the chair.
It is. 8. It is better. It's easier on the joints. 9. 10. And back down. All right. So you probably didn't hear on Zoom, but what Sparky said was it's kind of like rolling out of the chair. So if we're using science, right, or math, we use the counterbalance, right? And the counterbalance is our upper shoulder and our head so heavy that then it's so much easier. You're not having to put so much strain on your joints that way. So, all right. Good job. All right. Let's put those fingertips on our shoulders. Going to take that elbow all the way to the knee and back down. And I'm going to have you focus on one side first. So we're not going to alternate. We're going to do one side for 10, and then we're going to switch. And so I really want you to visualize this knee coming up as high as you can, and then bringing it back down, and then bring it back high again. All right. So we're going to do one leg for a count of 10. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. That was challenging. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Bring those hands up a little higher. They're going to go behind your head. So visualize if you were lying on the ground and you're going to be doing a sit-up, right? So the hands are behind the head. We're not pulling on the head. They're just resting back here. Now I'm going to take my elbow to my knee, but my knee's not going to come as high. I'm going to come down to my knee, bring the body up, come back to the other side and back up, all right? And so now we're doing our sit-ups, but we're doing it from a sitting position. And let's do 10. 1, bring it up. 2, 3, feel your abs nice and tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring those arms out. Let's bring our feet up straight. Tap those toes, and we'll do both sides. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop those arms. Ooh, good job. Not time yet. Sorry, Shelly.
I just was curious.
Sometimes I look over there and I'm all like,
Oh,
all right. Well, it's going to continue to work on our legs. And so I'm just going to put my hands on my hips. This is our move where we take those steps out and bring them back. And let's visualize there's a dog or someone laying here. You have to step over. And let's step over for 10. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side.
you're not sliding around.
I am. I had to adjust. I am sliding. All right. Body's nice and tall. Spine is nice and straight. Tuck that tail in. Let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet back together. Keep those hands on your hips. Let's lift both feet out together and slowly lower. Now, as we do this, I want you to go nice and slow so that these muscles are doing the workout and it's not the momentum swinging them up. We're going to lift those heavy feet and legs up, all the way up, nice and straight. 1, 2, feel your abs engage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. We're going to lift our knees. And this time, as you lift your knees, you may need to hang onto the chair or you may need to lean back. It's a little harder lifting the knees up than lifting the legs up because of the balance. And so you can hang onto the chair or you can lean back if that feels good for you. We're going to lift those knees as high as we can and bring them back down. And let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's lift them up and hold them. If you feel like you're balanced enough, you can open those arms up. You can do boat. As long as you're able to. You should feel a little bit of tension on the front of the thighs here. Deep breath in. Slowly lower back down. Good job. Nice. I'm turn sideways just a little bit. We have one last move with our legs, and we're going to lift that knee up high, and then flex that foot back. And visualize that there's a board or something in front of you, and you're going to push against it. So if you're at the gym and there's a weight room, this is like the bench press, right? And you're pressing against it. Okay. Yeah, when you're sitting down, so that's what I want you to visualize, is that you're pushing it away. So let's lift up. We're going to do one leg for a count of 10, and then we'll switch. So lift it up. 1, push it out, bring it back. Push it out. 2, 3, 4. Maybe you're pumping the brakes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dave's half track is got air bubbles in its brake line, so every day I have to go out and pump the brakes. I have to like pump it to get the fluid flowing. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Lift that knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest those legs. Good job. All right. Let's go ahead and take one ankle, set it on the opposite knee. All these movements might have you're supposed to be loosening up, but you might feel tight in these legs right now because we've been working those muscles. And so we want to loosen them up. So this is our figure 4. For each of us, it might look a little different. Some of our knees are higher, some of us are a little more relaxed. But let's flex that foot that's up, keep it engaged. Lift that rib cage up like we did in our circles, and go ahead and lean forward. Try not to let the back round, because then you're stretching the back. We really want to be opening up the hips, so the back is straight. If you can't move forward, that's okay. You should feel the stretch in the hip. If you're having to round the shoulders, then you're stretching the back, and that's not our goal in this move. Our goal is to stretch the hips. And bring your body upright. Leave that foot there. We're going to do it one more time. Lift that rib cage up and lean forward. Nice. Go ahead and let that leg cross over. So I kept it in that same cross position. Now it says resting on top of the other leg. I'm going to do a spinal twist. I'm going to look behind you. So you grab the back of your chair and look behind you. And come back forward. Let's look the opposite direction. And come back forward, nice. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Let's do the other side now. Put that ankle up on the knee. Lift that rib cage up nice and tall. Back is straight. Lean forward. And you might notice your hips are a little bit different. Up this leg is nice and engaged. It's flexed. And then bring your body up. Go ahead and leave it there. We're going to do it one more time. Lift up a little higher. And lean forward. And come on up. Let's cross that leg. We'll do our spinal twist with the opposite cross here. Go ahead and look behind you. Take that gaze a little bit further. You should feel a little tension on your eyes. You try to look way over the shoulder. And come back forward. Let's look the other direction. And come back forward. Nice. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Let's go ahead and extend one foot out. The other knee is bent. This leg that's extended, that foot is flexed, pointed up towards the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and lean over the bent knee. Let's see if you can get your belly on your leg. If not, that's okay. Come as close to that bent knee as you're able to. And bring the body upright. Let's pull that foot in, extend the opposite leg. Again, flex that toe, it should be pointing up towards the ceiling. And let's go ahead and lower over that bent knee. And come back up, nice. I'm gonna keep that leg extended, but I'm gonna open it up a little ways. I've got my right leg out. I'm gonna let that foot rest. Bring that right arm up and let's do a really deep stretch. If you're able to, you can touch the ground or you can grab the leg of your chair so you can get as deep as you can, stretching out the side of your body. You got that Charlie horse. And bring that body back up. Nice. Let's do the other side. Go ahead and extend that leg out. It's nice and relaxed. My foot is laying down on the ground. Opposite arm comes up and I slide down. So you can use the leg, or if you're flexible enough to touch the ground, get a really deep stretch. I really feel it in this little ilium muscle, the little muscle that connects to the hip. And come back up, nice. Whew. We worked our arms a bit today, so I'm gonna have us stretch our arms really well. I'm going to take one arm, put it across your body. Opposite arm is going to come up and assist in stretching out this little deltoid muscle. Across the shoulder also. Take that same arm, lift it up, bend at the elbow. Let's come in and assist it in stretching out underneath the arm and across. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can lean over. And release, nice. Let's do the other side. Cross that arm over, other arm comes in to assist in stretching. Same arm, reach it up towards the ceiling, bend at the elbow, other hand comes in to assist. And release, nice. Go ahead and clasp your fingers together. Push those palms towards me. Lift them up over your head. Push up towards the ceiling. And let's lean over to the left. And back up towards the ceiling in the opposite direction. And lower back in front, lift the body straight up. Push out. Right. Put those hands back in the position they were. I'm going to have you pull those hands in. Now you feel a nice stretch across your forearms, across your fingers and your wrists. Take those thumbs, I'm going to take them down. So now the back of my hands are touching. Take your fingers, point them towards you. There you go. Nice stretch across the outside of the wrist there. So, I know it is, but look how flexible or unflexible you are. This means that it's something that you could work on, right? Because the wrists get a little stiff, and so bring those palms back out and shake out those wrists. Good job. All right, we're going to do one little challenge for the mind here. And so you can sit comfortably. I'm going to sit at the edge so I have a little bit more flexibility. I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to swing it back as if I'm making a big circle, but I'm going to go into a figure 8. As it comes down in front, I'm going to touch the other hand, and my opposite arm is going to finish that figure 8. And so right in the center, I tap, and then I switch. So let's go ahead and just do some nice. So it's going to open up the shoulders, but as you cross your midline, you engage the brain just a bit, challenging, creating some connections between the right and the left hemisphere. So typically when you do this move, you start in a direction that feels comfortable. We're going to do one more full circle, this opposite hand, stop in the center and change direction. It might feel easy for you. Maybe it's a little more challenging to go in the opposite direction. I hear that it's good to like practice eating with the opposite hand or brushing your teeth with the opposite hand. Really will help keep those synaptic gaps, those connections in the right and the left hemisphere active inside the brain.
It also helps if you break your arm or.
Joanne, Luann says that if you break an arm,
you gotta learn how to do everything with the other hand.
All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do both hands now. So both hands are going to go into that figure 8 or infinity. So we're really crossing the midline here.
I'm bored.
You might even feel a little tension. Sometimes when I do this, I'll feel tension behind my eyes. It just tells me about the connections there. We'll do one more last full circle, end in the middle, stop, change direction. More challenging, a little more challenging. Doesn't flow as well, but I know I used to do baton, and I did baton one direction, the other direction always felt a little odd. All right, one last circle right here. Stop in the center. All right, we'll just do some last stretches of the shoulders. Go ahead and loosen them up. Big circles here. We did a lot with our arms today. Let's make those circles even bigger. You can see my elbows starting to move even bigger. The whole arm is moving now, opening up the shoulders, loosening up the chest and my back. Let's take it even deeper. I'm going to deep dive, tap that ground, reach up towards the ceiling, tap down. Let's do one last big circle. Let's end down at the bottom and change direction of the direction. Opening up the chest, let that head fall back. Come back forward. Opening up the chest, let the head fall back. One last time. All the way down. Opening up. And rest those hands on your knees. Whew, all right, great job. So just a couple notes. On Wednesday is our Healthy Living series. And we invited Magda, who is the lady that does our supplements. She's the consultant, functional health consultant for the company that does our supplements. She's going to join me. And we also invited Ashley Meek, our nurse practitioner. And we're going to be talking about heart health. So we're going to be talking about exercises, nutrition, diet, stress reduction, everything to help keep your heart healthy. So if you have any questions, you're able to ask us questions. If you have any questions about the supplements, any questions about diet, we're going to have some snacks here if you're able to join us in person. Otherwise, we'll be on Zoom, so you can join us in Zoom. So, and then Thursday night, Viola usually does dance, and she's out of town. Her daughter has a special event. So I'm going to be doing the dance class. I'm not a formalized dance instructor, so